means Tuesday challenge. So the idea behind this is to listen to this video and to accept the challenge that I'm putting out there. So within 24 hours of watching this, you're going to take an action. You're going to take maybe a bold action in your life to be open to, some new happiness, in your life that you may not have experienced in the past. Just always being open to that next version of happiness that we can understand is available and accessible to us. So again, we're going to start today with just the idea of being centered, being present here in this place, and just letting go of all of your surroundings. So if you're not in a place right now when you're watching this, maybe another wait until you're in maybe in a better space. So you can just sit in a spot, lay down in a spot, and just become present without the possibility of interruption. And what I want you to do next is to just go back in time, go back in your life, all the way back to your childhood, and really try to connect with that earliest memory in your life of being happy. What were you doing? What were you experiencing? And just connect to that, and just really kind of be in that moment, that memory of the happiness that you experienced at the earliest possible age, and just again, let that just kind of settle in. And then just as you sit in that silence for a bit, maybe a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes would be suggested. Then I want you to pull out a piece of paper and to jot down what came up. What came up for you? Was it an experience? Was it a certain time of your life? Was it somebody you were with? Something you were experiencing? Just jot those things down. Again, nothing right, nothing wrong. Whatever comes up. This isn't about developing a certain lengthy list. This is about just being aware of what comes up. No judgment. Nothing right, nothing wrong. And then as you create this list and give it some time, maybe it's not right away, maybe it's tomorrow or the next day, but just reflect upon that list and then become present in your life as it is today, and ask yourself, how many of these things that are on this list are still available to me? How many things on this list are just previous experiences, and I can have that memory of happiness, and my life has changed now, so the things that I experienced that I'm writing down don't really equate to my life today. But just be curious and open to anything that's on that list that might be something you can actually tap into, something that you might be able to connect with that you haven't connected with for whatever reason. Maybe it's just not feeling that you're worthy of happiness. Maybe it's just forgetting this time of your life when this happiness was in your experience. So again, just a simple exercise in nature, just again creating a safe, calm space to go through this process. First of all, accepting the challenge. I'm challenging you on Tuesday. Today's Challenge Tuesday. And again, create some space, whether it's today, whenever you watch this video, to then just go back in time, that earliest memory of happiness, jot down some thoughts and experiences that come up. Nothing right, nothing wrong. And then, in a period of time after that, next day or two, or whatever feels comfortable for you, revisit, just kind of become present with that list and just see what comes up. See if there's some things in that list that might be an area to connect to or not, and just be open to whatever comes out of it. So again, I challenge you. I challenge myself to the same, kind of idea of doing this, going back in my life, and some interesting things come up for me, and I'm sure they'll come up for you if you let go and just again trust the process. And again, this might be something that a week from now you're like, oh God, there's another memory of something that I didn't really realize was a time in my life where happiness was just so available to me. And is that something you might be able to connect to now at whatever level is possible, and just being open to that? So again, I challenge you. Hopefully accept the challenge. And I'd love, if you have any comments, you can always send me a note on my email address, rserven@verizon.net. If you wanted to go deeper into this, I'd love for you to, kind of understand just the areas of your life that you might be able to want to dive into to understand, where there might be some voids that you can really, kind of have a better understanding of what actions you might be able to take, or some habits that you might be able to let go of to actually create some movement in your life. So if you want to send me a note, great. If not, you can comment here on the channel. And just love any input that I get, just knowing that I'm just putting this out there as a way for me to continue my journey of being the best possible man I can be, and just hopefully inspire you to grab a nugget and grow in your life, knowing that we're all, worthy of the things that we want in our life, including happiness. So have a great day. We'll see you soon.